Hello, hello, happy post 4th of July. I hope that you had a great Independence Day. I was just last week in Canada watching my younger cousin get married, which was so much fun. It's really fun when family gets married. You get to be there and part of the festivities. And so I was in Montreal. I was staying with my sister. We were the whole family under one roof. So my sister, my brother-in-law, myself, and my parents, all in my sister's house, which was really fun and had its challenges, but it was great. And one morning, my sister asked me, "What do you want for breakfast?" And it was the morning that I was leaving. So we were sort of in a semi rush. And we didn't really feel like going out for breakfast. But when she asked me that question, I think that most people, if they eat something different for breakfast or they eat something different in general, they won't ask for it. If you are someone like that who thinks that like what you want is weird or what you want is high maintenance and you don't do it, this is a great story for you. So I said to her, do you have any chicken or basically protein that I can have for breakfast with veggies? Because really, I typically eat lunch for breakfast. Whatever a good lunch looks like to you, that's probably what I eat for breakfast. So I'll eat fish. There was one morning in Montreal where I had leftover fish for breakfast with veggies. Yesterday, actually, I had chicken with leftover okra. So this is what I eat for breakfast. So I said this to her, and she was completely grossed out and did not want to have anything to do with it. But we went into her fridge, and she really very smartly makes these great turkey patties, these great turkey burgers, and she freezes them. So we defrosted a couple of turkey burgers for me, and I didn't eat two, but we defrosted two, and I was asking her why, and it turns out my mom wanted one too. So between the three of us, my mom and my sister were both initially grossed out. They didn't want to eat that way at all. We went exploring. We found all this stuff. My sister starts making this beautiful salad. She starts defrosting and cooking the burgers. She made eggs for herself. So my mom and I had a turkey burger. Everybody had vegetables for breakfast. And this was, I think, probably my sister's first time eating salad, maybe my mom's first time eating salad for breakfast. And at the end, everybody was so happy with what they ate. And typically, my sister and my mom, we talk about this a lot. So I know that for breakfast, they tend to eat either high carb foods or lots of dairy and a little bit of carbs. So they'll eat whole oats or a whole oat bar that they both like to make, maybe with some yogurt or some cottage cheese or cottage cheese and fruit. In the U.S., there's a lot of sugar in a typical breakfast, whether that comes from fruit or cereal or other grains. So a couple of things that I want to impart on you today. One is try lunch for breakfast. Just try it. It could totally change your life. It could totally change your energy throughout the day. It could change the cravings that you have throughout the day. The reason why I need protein in the morning is because I'm an O blood type and I do really well. I do better on animal protein than on vegetarian protein. Even though I absolutely love vegetarian protein, I still get some of that in, but I need that in the morning, whatever it is. Sometimes I do protein shakes. Like I need that protein in the morning so that I don't crave things during the day that I otherwise would. So I implore you to try that. Also, make sure you go get your blood type. So if you don't know what your blood type is right now, and if your doctor doesn't know what it is, because very often they won't know, find out. Go get a special test done or go donate some blood and they will let you know what your blood type is. And try to stay away from the sugar for breakfast. So even like regardless of what your blood type is, having like a big bowl of fruit or we have acai bowls now, which is basically a ton of sugar in a bowl, basically. When you're eating refined sugar, the only difference between refined sugar and sugar that comes straight from a fruit is that when you're eating a fruit, you're getting other nutrients with it. And there's a lot of benefit to that, and I'm not saying that that's not good. I will never say don't eat fruit. I love fruit. I eat fruit anyway. I just don't eat a ton of it. I definitely don't eat a whole meal of it. So when you're having breakfast, try to go for some protein. Go for nuts, go for seeds, go for vegetables before you go for the grains. If you are going to go for grains, go for whole grains. Stop the cereal. Just stop it. All right? Make that decision right now. You know that cereal is not good for you. So it's not only refined grain, it's really low nutrition. Any fiber that's in cereal typically is added back to it once it's actually removed. So the fiber that you're getting isn't really as effective as real fiber from, let's say, a fruit or a veggie. And that's what I want to share with you today. I just want to share with you that we had a morning. Somebody asked me what I wanted for breakfast. I told them exactly what I wanted. It turned out that everybody loved it. And so I really encourage you to try the same in your home with your family and see what happens. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.